Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, an episode of Will You Press the Button? I'm quite sure I've done this at least once. I'm not sure. I know I've done the either or once or twice. I thought, hey, it's time to do these again because I get a chance to stop and think about a lot of these and, getting a chance to think and then tell you why I do things is always kind of fun. So thumbs up on that. It is 12:03 p.m. I do not have a sports team. I do not follow sports. I do not care. So I will not, and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, big deal. So next. King of the pirates, but I'll drown as soon as I enter the ocean. So that means I could become the king of the pirates. But if that's odd, I don't know that I... Does that mean the boat enters the ocean? Or I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a pirate anyway, so, yeah. So, most people did not. Well, very good. Okay then, next. Now I can eat whatever I want without receiving any negative health benefits, but I lose my ability to speak verbally. Well, it's, So I could sign if nothing else. What the heck? I'd do it. Yeah. I'm in the minority? I guess people, like this person says, don't forget the importance of body language. Don't forget American Sign Language, guys. Oh. That would be horrible. I mean, because that even means I wouldn't be able to speak to any... Oh, that's terrible. Why learn French if you can't speak to anybody who's French? Why learn Canadian? Why learn German if you couldn't talk to anyone German? Why learn any language if you couldn't ever speak to anybody in that language? That would be horrible. Yeah, you'd be able to, well, it doesn't say you could read. Sure, you could listen to, well, it doesn't even say you could understand them either. It just says you can speak them. Let's assume you can understand. That's great. You'd be able to listen to all the foreign movies in the world. No, I would not. That's not good enough. I think I'm a winner and everyone else is a loser. Of course I don't think that. Last time I joked around like that, people took me seriously in the comments. Ugh. Jokes, people. Okay, you could have a body that you want, but you would still see the same it as the was. Okay, I would see it the same as it used to be, but it would be the body that I want. Yeah. Who cares what I see it as? As long as it actually is and everyone else can see it as it is, that's fine. Man, people, lets you transfer and replace someone else's thoughts with your own. Have their effects become immediately evident, but for every memory or thought, the immediate... Oh! Like files on a computer, that would do is just transfer memories so that it would facilitate communication. No, I would not, because there would be no point for that. Guess what? We've got language and all that. People, what would be the point? Yeah. Well, even at that, he says, just take it in case you never need it and never use it, but why would you want it? Even though he does have a point. That's the majority of them anyway. Kinda, yeah. Sorta. You got to take it the right way. You gain the ability to fly everywhere, but everything looks like I can't. What kind of movies does J.J. Abrams do? I don't know what kind of movies he does. I don't know if that would be good or bad. Would that entail there being corpses everywhere, or things being on fire, or rom-com like? I cannot say that well, what the hell? It's just in a movie. I mean, looks like it. Huh. You can do anything and you have anything you want for as long as you want, but 50 people from every country in the world die with no chance of resurrection. Now that kind of has a little bit of that. I guess that's a religious thing. You're trying to say it's like soul death too, something like that, I guess. Is that every time or just that once? It doesn't say it's every time. I mean, sure, you'd murder like a couple 100 or 1,000 people. I personally would not, because even one person dying is too many. So I would not. And I am in the minority because people are just murdering them. That's okay. You will be happy for the rest of your life, but you will lose every material thing forever. Homeless and poor, and stuff you gain will always be destroyed within seconds. Well, who cares? You're happy. You've been brainwashed. You have a disease. You're unable to see and feel reality. So you're happy. So you're happy. Who cares? You're happy. Come on, people. Well, okay, no, that wouldn't, everyone would be dead after the first set of dreams. So what would be the point? That one's really, really stupid. Well, we're just going to pretend that one did not exist. Good Lord. Well, who cares if you get paid in $1 bills? Yeah. Holy smokes, that is a ridiculous question right there. Live out your entire birth to life. Oh, so you're just saying you can be Jim Morrison. You would live Jim Morrison's life and die at that early age. He lived a horrible life. He lived a really horrible life. I would not. It was not a good life. He used to hang outside of second-story windows by his fingertips and then let go. Probably in the hopes of dying. You can be an all-powerful video game character, but it has to be from the last game you played. As long as you've played a game that you enjoyed, yeah. Who cares? As long as you're more than human, you've already won. So thumbs up. Rewind time and go back to any period to fix any mistakes, but so you'd have to well, it's saying you're having to relive it so you can't change any mistakes. I mean, there it's saying yes, you are changing and making, fixing the mistakes, but you can't relive all that time again. Nothing wrong with that. You just have to relive it all. Every future would be different. Sure, you'd never go home again. You're on a different time track every time you move. Talk about being homesick, though. You could never go home again. Literally. You're the best singer in the whole world, from the past to present to future, but you will never again sing in front of a person. But that's fine, you record it. That's fine. Who cares if you don't sing in front of people? You can get whatever you want, when you want it, but you pay. Okay, first off, that's a ridiculous question. because that's making assumptions. So we're just gonna I will not, because we're not paying attention to any of that. You can play guitar better than Eddie Van Halen, but every time you play a song on the guitar, someone catches that'd be fine. Yeah, I do that. The Black Plague is not deadly. The Black Plague was deadly way back when because we didn't know how it spread and we didn't have antibiotics. Now, plague is nothing. Plague, if you catch plague, that just means you get a round of antibiotics for the next 10 days. You know, if it's long enough before you go to the doctor for that, you might be hospitalized while they give you IVs, and then they send you home with the rest of the antibiotics. Hell yeah! Who cares? That's fine. People are silly. You gotta be the best sailor in the world, but you can't swim. Sure, I can't swim now. I'm in the minority still. I never fit. You no longer have to wait for anything, but you only live half as long. No. Waiting is fine. Waiting gives you time to read. Waiting gives you time to think. Waiting gives you time to relax. Yeah, I don't mind waiting. Unlimited oil that you can sell or use. Pirates and thieves are attacking constantly. Oh, hell no. That's insane. I'm glad I'm on the majority on that one. Man, the ability to read minds. But everyone will say one bad thing about you when you're reading their mind. Okay, so number one, you'd know that. And so you'd realize that. And so number two, just because it's a bad thing about you doesn't mean it's not necessarily true and something that you shouldn't change. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's nuts. That these people don't think them through. Yeah, at least I was in the majority. J.K. Rowling won't write another great book, but who knows if she wouldn't want to? Who knows if she doesn't do that stuff now? You're not forcing anyone. That's crazy. The Emperor of Earth and rule over the entire human race. But others, well, guess what? We would lose no matter what if that ever happened. So no, I couldn't do that. We'd lose. I guess I am in the majority, so that's a good thing. The ability, Super Saiyan. Oh. It doesn't say it's explosive. It doesn't say it's uncontrolled. It just means at some point in your day, you will have diarrhea. Sure. They make stuff for that. There's, just take some Pepto-Bismol or Imodium before you go Super Saiyan. Man, you go back in time, bring anything you want with you, but Hitler wins the war. Well, no then. Because that's crazy. That one's almost ridiculous. So, world peace is achieved and everyone lives happily, but you ejaculate, well, that assumes that you're a man, at random 3 times a day, and usually at the most embarrassing moments, plus hippies no longer exist. It was ridiculous enough at the first point, and then once you threw that other one in there, it became really stupid. So I'm not even paying attention to that one either. You get to go to Hogwarts whenever you want, but you have to live in Mordor for a year first. Doesn't say how you're living in Mordor. Sure, I can live in Mordor in a hotel. That's fine. Come on. I clicked. How many times do I have to click this? Yeah. Oh, there. See, I'm in the majority. Get a chance to be rich and famous, but you can never see your family again. I almost live that way now. But then this person down there says, that just a chance? Good point. No. If it was going to be like that, I would want to guarantee. That would be horrific. You get the power to travel between universes, gather up video game characters, and create the artist army known to man and be a hero. But every 2 years, Earth will be attacked. Every 2 years, video game villain and their armies have to defend those you love and save Earth over and over and over again. That's fine. That's fine. Somebody has to. I can damn everyone to being murdered on a periodic basis. Kurt Cobain doesn't die, and Nirvana stays together, but the Foo Fighters never formed. You see, this is one where, this sort of one, I'm not really going to play with, because that's too much dealing with people's lives. I don't like that question, so it's just no, because we're just ignoring it. What can I say? I'll deal with that another day. You'll be the most intelligent person in the world. The next Einstein, the richest, and you get to be married to your favorite celebrity, but you have a bald patch in the shape of a... Well, who cares? Shave your head. Good Lord, I'm glad to see most people thought that one through. People are knuckleheads. You can travel to any point in time that you desire. But hurts you emotionally the most at least once every time you travel. The bad part about that, and this is the reason I would not want to do this, and I'm going to explain this one, is it robs the most emotionally painful point of your life of any meaning the more that you revisit it like that. You're taking something that hurt you and made you who you are, and it's being treated as something that you just get over. So no. That is insane. That would be the worst thing in the world to do. No. Well, hey, if you've liked what you've seen or heard, if you could toss me a like, that would be very, very awesome. If you could check out my links down below, that would be very cool. I would greatly appreciate that. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe campaign. My thanks to every single one of my Patreon patrons. Thank you all so very, very much. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. But if you cannot donate or you do not donate, then that is okay. If you can just donate good wishes, which I deposit in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. Thank you very, very much. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very, very cool. I would greatly appreciate that as well. I'd understand if you wouldn't want to. I'm a weird older guy. I'm set in my ways. I do weird things. My personality has rubbed people wrong my whole life. I'd understand if you didn't want to watch the videos and if you didn't want to subscribe. But if you do want to subscribe, I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. So thumbs up on that. Well, so hey, I do enjoy these ones. There's a lot of interesting questions, and I like to think about these things. So thumbs up on that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.